Hi, it's Lynn from LynnieCDesigns. Thank you for joining me today. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in West Sussex in the UK, and I'm coming on to recreate this card. It is the final card from my card class last month, and it was it's a simple birthday card, masculine birthday card, gatefold, and it was a bit of a homage to some of the inks colours cardstock that were retiring. So about every 5 years, Stampin' Up does a colour refresh. Now I think the last one was probably in 2016 or 2017, and they have a bit of a rejig of their colour collections, and there are 4 colour collections: brights, neutrals, regals and subtles, and then the basics. And then we have in colours which last for 2 years, so the 22-24 in colours are here for another year, and the 23-25 colours, and there's 5 ink pads in each and colours in each of those. They're around for 2 years. They've just come out in this new catalogue which launched at the beginning of May 2023. So during a colour refresh, Stampin' Up look at the colours that they have and the families. They retire some colours, and then they bring in some returning favourites from previous in colours, and also they bring in some new colours and they sort of switch them about. Now I will have more information about this on my blog, and there'll be links below. So I'm doing same but different. I used Biggest Wish and Celebrate with Tags. I always also use the Celebrate with Tags dies to do the candles and to stamp the balloons on the inside. So I'm going to change it up slightly, because rather than using this, which is still available, I wanted to use the He's All That stamp set, because I've created a card for my May class with this one, and it's lovely. It comes with I think there are 10 dies, so you've got the labels that will cut out or die cut the sentiments, and a couple of banner tails and some ornamental bits. So I love that, and it was a good excuse to use that. I used on here the backing, the embossing folder that I used was one of the 3 basic 3D Basics embossing folders, which is one of the online exclusives, and you've got these 3. I used the dots, but I'm going to use a different one today, and the colours I'm using is one of the returning favourites, and that is Blueberry Bushel. So I've got half a sheet of A4, and because it's a gatefold, I have scored it from either end at 5.25 centimetres. To make that a gatefold, I've got 2 pieces of cardstock the same size. One is Blueberry Bushel, that's the piece I'm going to emboss and then trim, and a piece of basic white to go on the inside. And then I've got some more basic white that I'm going to do some stamping and die cutting with. And the colours, I'm keeping it all blue today. I've got a new colour, Azure Afternoon, returning the Blueberry Bushel, and returning Misty Moonlight. So I don't know who comes up with these names, but aren't they wonderful? I'll just open those up so that they're ready, and I've already put in the strip. So I don't know, I think I've showed them before, but we get these coloured strips. The name, they're in, because we're across several markets, they're in different they're usually in different languages. So I always put one on the front, and then I put one on the inside here to help identify which colour we've got. So blueberry bushel, and then that is Misty Moonlight. I'm not sure in what order I'm going to stamp this. I think what I'm going to do straight away though, so I'll put you on hold, is to go and emboss this bit. Okay, so that's embossed, and this is just brilliant. I love this one. So we've got the embossed side and the debossed side. I don't know if you can see that properly. That's the great thing with embossing folders. You can generally use whatever side you like. That gives you a couple of options. So I'm just going to, that is 10.2, so I'm gonna, or 4 inches, so I'm gonna cut that down 5.1, 2 inches, and then I'm going to, they can be stuck on those tabs there to recreate that on the front. I'm going to just pop that to one side, and then I'm just going to do the stamping. So I've got the big happy, just clean that off in between and see how different these nice and dark. And the thing with these inks is that they actually oh nice, look at that, they actually dry. You have to give them a little bit of time to dry. So on the bit on the front I am going to stamp, so this is Happy Birthday to a Classic, but I'm going to cover up the happy birthday because I want to put happy birthday, and then we can just cover that bit up. So I'm determined to try and make more masculine cards, because now which colour do we want to do that in? I think I'm going to do that in, all decisions. I'm going to do it in the lighter colour. So that's, what did I say that was? I'm still getting used to the names. As Your Afternoon. A little bit of a huff. Fabulous. Lovely. And then I'm going to do the birthday in Misty Moonlight. And pop that there. And so these happies, I'm just going to trim out. I'm going to fussy cut the birthday, and then I'm going to use one of the coordinating dies from the All That. Let's get these dies out and let's have a look. So I'm going to try and do that again because it's not come out clear, and I think that's because the ink pad is very juicy. So I'm going to do that again. front. That's better. Now you can see the difference. That's dried and that hasn't yet quite dried yet. So it's interesting, isn't it, the difference in that's not going to work. I hadn't really thought about that. I thought that that would be nice, a nice little accent in the corners. But anyway, oh, it shows that won't work, will it? I suppose if I kept that in here, no, it won't work. But it's a nice little accent. I thought it would look quite nice, but it won't. We can save that for another day. Let me get, and I think there is enough. Do you reckon there's enough there to cut a panel? Let's see. Possibly not. No. Go hum. So 14 and a half. 10.2. So that's not going to stay. Yeah, that's much better. That's, I didn't like that A. I love the detail on these dies. They're really great. Just wondering whether I'd do an extra bit. Oh, we could do some tails, couldn't we? Yes, we could. So I'm going to that's nice, I like that. So okay, I could use my little trimmer. I'm just doing it by hand. Sometimes we worry, or I worry a little bit about getting things just a little bit too perfect, and it's a handmade card, for goodness sake. That's that. There we go. Happy birthday. We've got our tails, and then I will fussy cut the birthday. bring a little border around. And again, it's not perfectly symmetrical, but that's okay. Like my lovely team leader who did a catalogue launch over the weekend, which was fabulous. And yes, I usually release my videos on a Sunday, so I'm a couple of days late. We've had quite a busy weekend, and when I came, every time I went to film, we've had the King's coronation. Ooh, that's a bit close. This weekend, and every time I went to film in between festivities, the neighbours started banging and crashing because they're doing some renovations. Sorry, somebody came to the door. Can't remember what I was saying. Anyway. So let's now put this, that's all done. I'm not sure if I'm going to put something on the inside of this one. Let's just, I think I'm going to put glue on the embossed side so that we get the debossed side on the front. I'm kind of pushing that almost to the edge there. Try and do the same. Make sure that there's enough glue on there. Hard to see, but yeah, that's really pretty. I like that debossed side as well as the embossed side. So now I'm going to, so it's going to be like that. So we're going to get some dimensionals. I'm just going to do a couple of the mini dimensionals on each one. And I really should use my take a pick tool, so much easier. So happy, happy. Just put a little bit of glue on those tabs. That looks rather cute. And I'm going to pop that on with dimensionals as well. Down in that corner there, and then that birthday is going to overhang just slightly, so I'm going to pop a couple of dimensionals there. one there, and then just need that. Don't need that there. That's an overkill because go that at an angle, and actually we can fit one more under that B. Perfect. And then that can go on the inside, and I shall put another one of those sentiments actually. Happy birthday to a classic. I love that. So I'm actually going to use this one because I think that's a lovely sentiment. Every day with you is another adventure. Let's pop that on a block, and we'll do that in blueberry bushel. Look at that. Perfect. There we go. What do you think? Thank you for watching. All the details for these cards, and it's a very simple card, will be on my blog. Oh, I do sell all these products, so there will be links on in my shop if you're interested in purchasing any of these bits and bobs. Take care, be safe, and I will see you again really soon. Bye for now.